What's going on, James Bonnity's here. In this video, I'm going to share with you and show you and walk you through A to Z how to set up an SMMA service called Reputation Management. Now, maybe you've watched a few of my videos on this channel, but this is a combination of every step that you need to take in order to do both reactivation review, which is asking a customer for their pass list, as well as the training on doing reputation management for new customers that come in the door. Okay. So again, I've done multiple videos on this channel in pieces. And so I've combined them in this entire training. It's about 30 minutes long. So you can just watch this one video and get the complete A to Z walkthrough of this service and provide it to local businesses, whether it's in your area or anywhere in the world. And they will pay between $497 to $997 per month or more, depends on the niche. Okay. So this is for seasoned veterans, newbies, SMMA world. It doesn't matter. So enjoy, watch it. Make sure you comment down below, like, subscribe if you like videos like this. And if you're new to my channel, again, my name is James Bonnity, and I've been running an SMMA business since 2014 and done millions of dollars in this business. Here's your walkthrough. Enjoy. What's going on, James Bonnity's here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to use rep management to not only increase your revenue per client in your agency, but even if you don't have an agency and you've always wanted to start one, this might be the easiest foot in the door service you can provide to help kickstart your agency journey. With that being said, there's no fluff here. I'm going to get right down to business. So now, for anybody who doesn't know what rep management is, reputation management is basically getting businesses more reviews online, which does a few things. It helps them rank, right, in the maps area. It's just one factor, but it's a very big factor to ranking. And it definitely helps with ranking not only their Google business profile, formerly known as Google My Business profile, with ranking, but it also increases the chances of showing up in the maps. Now, if you ask ChatGPT how important it is, real quick, online reviews are important for businesses because they have a significant impact on a business's reputation. We're just going to jump down here. According to this survey, 84% of people trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations, and 7 out of 10 consumers will leave a review for a business if they are asked to do so. Now, before I go on with this, a lot of people will ask, well, what can I say to a business owner to help them understand the importance of it? And the first thing that I'll tell you is you could just say this. Like, this is everything that you need to sell this, okay? A study by Review Trackers found that a 1-star increase in a business's average rating on Yelp can lead to a 5 to 9% increase in revenue. Podium, 92% of consumers read online reviews before making a purchasing decision. And a positive review could increase the likelihood of a purchase by as much as 270%. I can go on and on, right? The biggest thing in this business is how fast can I get a client results? How fast? So imagine you go to a business owner and they're like, oh, I've used marketers before, nothing ever happens, yada, yada, yada. And you're able to say, look, I'll tell you what, I won't charge you anything. Right? Let me just show you the results that I can get on a small sample size, right? How many clients do you have? Oh God, over the years, I probably have a 1,000-person client list, right? Let's say it's a dentist, or let's say it's a restaurant, right? I want to get them results as quickly as possible. So you could say, give me a list of 50 of them out of 1,000, just give me 50. And let's see what I can get you and what results I can get you, because ultimately, the bottom line is that you know you need more reviews, correct? Yes. Great. How many reviews have you gotten? Because right now online, I see you only have 9. But your competitors have 200, 300, 400. You understand the impact of what that looks like when somebody is searching for you, what it looks like if somebody's looking for a dentist near me, type of thing, right? And you help them understand the importance of it. And once they understand the importance of it, and you're actually willing to do a small sample size for them, they're not going to say no. And the results, I'll show you of how easy this is. So how do you do this? How does a marketer or an agency get another business more reviews? I use, it's rebranded GoHighLevel, right? It's our own white labeled version of it. A lot of people are using it. But this is what we use. And we specifically have a snapshot that is built and ready to literally run, plug and play, run for businesses, okay? And so what I want to do is kind of show you the ease of this. Typically, and I can walk you step by step through it, but if you don't have a GoHighLevel account, it might not make sense. There may be a link in the description to get 14 free days, or you could just find me online and message me on how to get it. But with that being said, this is a service that you can charge anywhere between $397 a month to $997 a month for one client, depending if it's ongoing or if it's a one-time deal. You could charge setup fees. The importance of this service is what brings the value to business owners. And if you connect your Google, if you connect the business owner's Google account directly into this software, you have a lot more ease of kind of controlling it, right? Controlling the reviews, responding to reviews if that's part of the service that you're going to do, or they can actually log in and do it themselves, or they can have the office staff do it, whatever it might be. So as you can see, I'm starting here with a nice, fresh, clean slate. And I believe I already added a phone number, but obviously you're going to need an email. You're going to need SMTP hooked up, domain, and phone number, obviously, so you can have the automations work. Okay, if you don't have that, it's not going to work. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is, by setting this up, we're going to go, let's go look at our automations first, okay? In our review management folder, okay, the first thing that you're going to notice, if you're grabbing the snapshot, I'm going to turn this off. If you're grabbing this snapshot, is that all of these are off, right? So we have a C1, C2, a C1-2, and a C1-2. All we're doing is campaign 1. So that's how you know which one's a campaign. So this is campaign 1, campaign 2. And then what other features are needed to have the automation run. So you can see here, campaign 1 also goes with this one and this one. Campaign 2 also goes with this one and this one, okay? So we go into the automations, okay? If you have GoHighLevel, I don't need to explain this to you, right? Customer appreciation giveaway. We have a text message and an email. We're going to wait a day, text message, email, wait 5 days, text message, email. And then if somebody does click the link to leave a review, we want to remove them from that, okay? So the reason why I'm going to do that is that's a review link clicked. We're going to establish that connection with a trigger link, okay? Don't worry, I'm going to go through a little bit deeper into each of these. All right, so now we have our review link clicked, and as you can see here, reactivation review link has been clicked, and that is what's going to start this automation. Okay, remember campaign 1 and 2, so we're using this for campaign 1. We're going to add a tag, review link clicked, and then we're going to remove from any automation that they're in. All right, and negative feedback received. If they submit on the form, which I'll go through, a 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, we're going to remove them from any automation. We're going to add a feedback, negative feedback tag, and then we're going to internally notify our client to let them know somebody just provided a feedback. All right, and then we're going to email the person who provided the bad feedback. It's just something that says sorry about your experience. We're working on it, type thing. Okay. All right, and that would be taking care of the automations. You don't need C2. You're going to just do campaign 1, and then these 2 automations go with that. That is to remove them from this one. All right, because we don't, if somebody leaves a review, we don't want to keep hitting them up. All right, that's the automation piece. Now we're going to go into the form first. Let's go sites. The only form you're going to be working with is something called reputation review form, stars and review with gate. All this is, and don't worry, people have asked me, like, how do you get the stars? If you get the snapshot, they'll be there. So what you can see here is it's going to show you 2-step situation, right, with some scripts in here. And so if they leave a 1, 2, or 3, it's going to show them the sorry to hear you're not satisfied. All right. First, then the person who's leaving the review is going to put their first name, their email, and their feedback. Okay, you can see down here, review us on Google. That's going to be pulling from the custom values. We'll talk about that in a second. Review us on Facebook and review us on the fallback location, right? And this is all dependent on whatever the user is logged into. Now, in order to get this integration, you click integrate form, proceed, and you can do an embed code or a link. But in this scenario, we're using the link. Okay, so that is the form. What does the form look like? Here. It looks like this. Now I'll leave that open for the walkthrough of that. Once we're done with the forms, You're going to go over to custom values, and this is where it's important to set this up properly, okay? So this is kind of self-explanatory, right? Custom values, if you see values here in your snapshot, you can get rid of them and change them. The company name is Elite Fitness. That's who I'm running the rep management for. The owner's name is Joseph, and we're going to give away a $50 gift card, Amazon gift card. And make sure your customer is actually going to do that. And by the way, as the person doing this, you should do it. You should go and buy the $50 Amazon gift card and tell your client, don't worry, I got that. This is what we're doing, and this is how we're going to get you a boatload of reviews. Location name, because in case they have different locations, but this one doesn't, so we're just going to put Elite Fitness. Review Facebook URL, you're going to put where they leave the reviews, right? You can see /reviews. This is actually mine. Don't know why that's there, but it's fine. Any Facebook with reviews. Review fallback location. Essentially, it's like if they're logged in, if somebody is not logged into Facebook or Google, where do you want them to go, right? And we always want to send them to Google. The review fallback URL, right? So if Google is our location, that's just going to be the link. I mean, that's just going to be the word within the link that's holding this is the fallback URL, which is right here. Okay. Now, there's a step here. I'll do it after of where to get this. Okay. Again, review Google URL right here. Review reactivation form link right here. It's just the form link. This is the form link. Putting that right here. And review request form. So there's two. Remember campaign 1 and campaign 2. You might as well set this up. Here's campaign 1 and here's campaign 2. All right. But just put them both in there. This form link right here. And then the user first name or the client's first name, Joseph. Okay. All right. So that is our custom values. Now, to get this URL, you're going to go to integrations, connect your client's Google My Business profile or Google Business profile to this ATB sub account or a GoHighLevel sub account, sign in with them, connect it. Once you do that, you're going to go to reputation management and hit generate link, right? Obviously, it tells you you need to integrate it first. And then that review URL, you're going to copy it and you're going to put it into custom value right here. Okay. Very, 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 very simple. All right. And the last piece of this is trigger links. And we're going to go trigger links. Okay. Here's our trigger links. Okay. So basically Google review link, right? Here's our link URL. It's going to pull from your custom value. This is a custom value. Reactivation review link. This is a custom value. Review request link. This is a custom value. So if you screenshot that and you go into your settings and you go to custom values, you're going to see them right here. Review Google URL, reactivation form link, and review request link. These are the custom values right here, and right here. And the reason why we're doing that is because we need to create the trigger link to move around in the automations. It's the only reason why we do that. All right. And plus, when we're using custom values, then if I need to change this link, I don't have to go into each step of the process and change it, because in each step of the process where there is a request form link and I use this, then all I got to do is change it here, right? And then it'll change everywhere that it needs to be changed. That's the whole point of custom values. All right. So if we go back to automations, review management, okay, our trigger here, once it let it populate, is we are going to trigger the automation to get more reviews with a tag, reactivation review. You can upload the contacts, right? Add the tag after, add the tag before, and then it'll start, okay? Once you do that, everybody's going to start going through here. So you want to make sure you edit your, obviously you want to edit this stuff and make sure it makes sense and for the business that you're running. So you're going to go in here, okay? And hey, this is, it's going to pull custom value with custom value location. We're doing a appreciation giveaway of the custom value $50 Amazon gift card was what we have. It only takes 10 seconds. And here's our trigger link, right? This automation is saying if somebody clicks this, it's going to start another one, which is going to remove it from here and start that one, okay? Depending on what they do in the process. All right, so you're going to want to edit those. Obviously you're going to want to edit your emails. So from name, from email, right? Customer appreciation. So you just need to edit this stuff. All right. And then go on, so on and so forth. It's not a lot of stuff. You could do it in 5 minutes. All right. And then, so once we edit all this stuff and we turn it live, okay. So let me go ahead and turn these live. Okay. So these are now live. All right. And we're going to leave the campaign 2 off and we're going to test it. So let's go to contacts. Okay. So I added, I want to test this with my phone. So I put my real phone number there. There is no tag yet. And so it hasn't started. So I'm going to go into here. I'm going to come down to tag, reactivation review. So the tag was added. I got my text right here and I got my email. Voila, right? So let's take a look here. Let me scroll down so my phone number's not there. I think I can now show it. Yes. Okay, so now if they click this link, okay, here's my, how do you rate us? So let's say I rate you 5 stars. Now it'll say review us on Google. Okay, and then this is the Google I have tied to it. Okay, that's the URL that I put in there, which I generated in the system. Okay, let's say I leave a 2-step, and then let's say I do Jeremy is mad, not happy. All right, and now you can make this page anything you want from in the form. Okay, you could redirect them to like a funnel page that has maybe a video of your client that is apologizing for their bad service, and we'll do anything to make up for it. How can we make up for it, right? Click to schedule a call with us, or just call our office manager, yada, 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 right? That could be done here, or you could just have, make this as big as you want. Our management will get back to you, okay? If we go over to automations and take a look, total enrolled, but look, active enrolled is nothing because I clicked the trigger link, it removed me, and I, put me once in here and once in the negative received feedback. So if I go over to the conversations, okay, this was whatever, I clicked the link. They also got the email here, and then I left a bad review, and it says, Jeremy, thank you for sharing your experience with us. Our management team is reviewing your feedback, right? And then internally, I got this. As the client would get this. James has just provided some negative feedback on their experience. Here's what they gave you out of 5. 2 stars. Feedback, that was my quick one. Reach out to them as soon as possible. Here's their email. Okay. And I deleted the phone number. All right. So that is, that's it, guys. But one thing I want to make very, very clear is that always make sure that your automations, especially if you're taking a snapshot, that they are off, because you're going to be in a world of hurt if you somehow upload a list of 50 contacts and it wasn't supposed to trigger, right? Another thing to always keep in mind is always make sure there's a filter on your trigger, right? If this was not here, which has happened to me, it'll put anybody that you upload in the system through here, right? There needs to be a filter, okay? So in summary, these are the 6 things that you really need to do when you get a snapshot like this. Number 1, check your automations, edit them in the content. Number 2, just take a look in the forms. Where do you want them to go on submit? Number 3, fill out all your custom values. Number 4, integrate the Google Business Profile and get the review link. Number 5, just check out your trigger links. They should already be set. There shouldn't really be anything you need to do. Number 6 would be edit the content, look at everything, turn on your automations, and then test. How to set up in GoHighLevel ongoing reputation management. Now, before I jump into that, let's explain the problem and then the solution. The problem is that, of course, in our business, we want to automate everything, right? We want to charge based on our value versus based on the amount of time we work. That is business 101. The problem is the fact that you have to constantly go back and ask the client for their past customers, which is fine to begin with, but ongoing, that it's a pain, right? And it requires effort and time on your behalf, okay? And it requires effort and time on your client's behalf, which we do not want to do. All right, we want to try not to do that as much as possible. And so The problem is that you need some sort of trigger, right? You need something to trigger within the system of GoHighLevel to say, hey, first of all, add this person and then put them into a workflow. And right now, obviously, there's no way to do that unless you connect to their CRM, you connect to their POS system, you connect to something, okay? And that is the exact case. And I'm going to share with you how to do that, okay? I can't go through every connection. You can literally follow the steps that I'm going to go through the way I'm going to connect my system for what we do in-house. And you could do it with Square, Shopify. You have to look at what connections are available, okay? Their CRM, whatever it might be. And then we can create within Zapier to then add the customer with a review request tag that will add them to what we call the True Review campaign. So then it's all automated, okay? So let's jump on my screen right now. Let me share with you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so as you can see here, basic True Review campaign, only because we've been teaching reputation management for years. And so we kind of coined it True Review within our own community coaching program. So we just kept it the same in GoHighLevel. And that's our campaign 2. That's the ongoing campaign to reputation management. Down here, review link clicked and negative feedback received. Again, at the end of this video, you can see the complete setup of all this, all right? Today, we're working with the campaign 2, all right? In the last video that I did on reputation management, we didn't talk about campaign 2, okay? So that's what we're gonna talk about now, okay? And so if you go into campaign 2, as you can see here, the triggers here is opportunity marked as 1 and request review tag. This is what the important part of how we're going to start all this, okay? So remember request review tag in your head, all right? And we're gonna go over to contacts here. There's no personal, this is all fake emails. As you can see here, there's a tag that's reactivation review, okay? But you don't see any tags here that is called review request because that's the ongoing campaign, all right? And so I'm gonna share with you exactly how to do it. All right, so we need 2 tabs open. We need our GoHighLevel or Agency Toolbox, whoever it is that's watching this, and we need Zapier, okay? All right, and so once we have our campaigns all set up, right, we're in this review management automation, we know that we need to get people into this one, which we're going to do with a request review, okay? And so if I go over here, I'm gonna do a walkthrough. We use Pay Kickstart to collect payments from clients, okay? And I want to use a tangible purchase as an example because it'll just be easier to understand. Sometimes if you're talking services, you're talking other things, it gets a little confusing. So anything that connects to Zapier from a POS system or a CRM, you can do this, okay? And in this case, people place orders within an order form on a company called Pay Kickstart, okay? Square, Shopify, whatever you want to call it, all right? All right, so let me just recreate it. So if I type in the POS that we use for certain things, right? That's Pay Kickstart. If it was Square, point of sale, oh my God, but whatever. Square right here, or I think it's Square or Squarespace, one of them, or what, Shopify? Shopify, I don't know what else is there. There's that really popular one. Whatever it is, if it's a popular or even somewhat popular POS system, I'm sure you can connect it. But let's start with Pay Kickstart, okay? And then I'm going to choose an event. And the new event is going to be new order, okay? And I'm going to hit continue. And here is like where the campaign within the POS system would be. And so for me, as an it's going to be swag. So it's like t-shirts and stuff. And then I'm going to choose, we'll choose both, the 2 products that are on that, the gray t-shirt, black t-shirt, okay? And one thing to keep in mind is if it's Square or something like that, I'm going to assume that there's an easier way to choose all the products, right? I think you just leave it blank and then it's going to be any new order that comes through. All right, so let me hit continue, testing trigger. I'm going to hit test trigger, all right? And so what it'll do is it'll pull an order as an example, right? And so I put in a test order real quick right here. And so that would be order D. If you can't find an order you want to use as a test, you can continue to hit load more until you find it, okay? Then you can hit continue. And now it's going to ask you, what's the action? And this is where we start to get into go high level, right? We're going to do a lead connector, choose the event. We're going to do add update contact. We're going to hit connect. And then it's going to ask you, these are all sub accounts, right? So if you want to, you hit connect a new account, all right? And then you're just going to grab the API key of that sub account, all right? Paste it there and hit yes. You can find that in the company info information. So this one's already here. So that's that, all right? And then in here is, now remember, the order happened outside of GoHighLevel. We want to add customer data into GoHighLevel. There's a connection in Zapier, and now all we're going to do is choose new order. That's my test order. We're going to choose Bonadis. We're going to do phone number. Again, this is not a real phone number. We're going to choose email. Okay, that's my spam email. We're going to choose address, hit show more options, billing address, postal code. Now you don't have to. You could just do name and email and phone number, right? Because you want to make sure you can text them. And here is the important thing. We're going to add a tag, all right? And if you remember, what's that tag going to be? Request review. Request review. It could be customer. It could be whatever you want it to be. This particular case with our snapshot, it's request review. Go back to Zapier. And so we're going to give it request review. Okay, it has to match perfectly. All right, then over here has to start mark as lead. Hit false because it's not a lead, it's a contact. And then that's it. And then we'll hit continue. All right. And we're going to hit test action. All right. A contact was added to lead connector, and we're going to go and check. And there I am. Okay. And so it threw me into the true review campaign. And so every time somebody places an order now within my system, I now have ongoing reputation management all through Zapier. Okay. All through Zapier. And that's how you do it. So if I want to test this and say, well, I don't want to wait an hour to see if this, is going to work. All you do is click this and hit this, move all contacts to the next step, move all, and then it'll push them, boom, boom, boom. Okay, it'll push them here, and then it'll push them here, and then it'll push them here. I won't get a text message because I put a fake phone number in. Funny enough, I put a fake phone number in, and as you can see, I had to blur a few things out because I put my real address in. Probably not the best thing to do. And then I'm going to go and check my email. Here we go. James Bonnies, please leave a review, 30 seconds only. Hey, James, we really appreciate the opportunity to serve people like yourself. Can you please leave a review for my business here? Takes less than 30 seconds. Click it. How would you rate us? 4 stars. Perfect. Leave a review on Google. And this was just an example that I did. I used Chris's, this guy I work with, GMB. And that's it. Like, it's done. It's all happening, all live, all as orders come in. So like, for example, and if you do the 2-star, sorry to hear that you're not satisfied. Please provide us with your feedback. Oh, I'm not happy. I'm Jeremy. Email feedback. Hit submit, and all these automations automatically happen. Down here is just checking to see if the review link was clicked because of the trigger links. If yes, they get removed. If no, they're going to get another reminder, right? We don't want to bombard people with this. And then so review link clicked, as you could see, and that's how it would work. Now, over here, review link clicked, right? Right now, I only have a C1 campaign. That's why my emails weren't in the last one. So if I added, which would be trigger link clicked, and then all we would do, this is what? This is a review link clicked. So we would add a filter, trigger link, and then we're going to tell it which trigger link was it. It was a review request link, and then we're going to hit save, and then we're going to hit save. So now one of those two things will happen. Okay, so this would be C2. Trigger link clicked. And then for the negative feedback received, if they gave a 3, 2, or 1, then it'll push them into this, okay? And that is basically the training on how to connect. And as you can see, I think I already talked about this. See how it added it to here. It pushed it into the automation. And now you have an ongoing reputation management service that you can now sell for whatever you want. So I'll probably get this question down below, which is how much should I sell it for? It depends on the niche. You know, as I've explained in many videos, I talk heavily about selling the service with the software. Okay. You're not going to get people to just stop their whole business to go work in the little software that you think is the greatest thing since sliced bread. I can promise you that business owners think that the software that they're using is the greatest thing since sliced bread because it's the software that is built for them. This software is built for you as an agency. It's not built for them. It's built as a tool for you to go and use as an add-on to increase your value and your price and to make your life a heck of a lot easier. For example, automations, right? And so I highly suggest that if you're in this business, that you sell the service with the software, okay? The software is like that bonus that you can always throw in. Increase your prices. Hey, listen, you're going to get a full CRM, whether you need it or not. It's extremely useful for tracking purposes for your business. We'll be able to tell you everything that is going on with all the money that you're paying me. When you ask me, am I getting an ROI on this? I can log into to this software and tell you the work that I'm doing is returning this many leads, this many customers, this much money type of thing. Okay. And so 500, 600, 1,000 a month, reputation management, reactivation. We'll also send out specials if you want. We can create a whole automation around that. And then any current and future clients that come along your way through your POS system or however they collect payments, we can create an automation to constantly go out and ask for reviews. How does that sound, Mr. Business Owner? Right? You don't have to do any work. We'll handle it all. And it's for some people, it could be, it could be worth thousands of dollars a month. All right, for some niches.